Okay, so this right here is going to be my next project. It is what I believe to be a 2008 MacBook Pro with a 2.6 GHz Intel processor. I got this one in the same lot as I did all the big G5 Power Macs, and I'm going to try and resurrect it, but it's pretty far gone. So just to take a quick tour to what's wrong with it real quick before we start. There's that. The last person to work on this they removed the hard drive right here. But rather than taking out all the proper screws, they seem to have not had a Torx head screwdriver and decided to start just bending and pulling this top case up here. Now looking around online, this top case is about anywhere from 20 to 40 bucks. And I looked this computer up as well. It was about 400 bucks online. So I thought might as well fix it up. And I'm just going to be documenting everything that I'm going to be doing. First step is going to be to get this charger, this MagSafe 1 Apple charger, which I ordered online for $14. That should be here by the beginning of next week. And I'll plug that in, put some RAM in here. RAM's gone. If it comes up with the same error message I was getting on the Power Macs, which is that file with the floating question mark, then I'll know it's at least bootable. Because what that file with the floating question mark means is that it doesn't have an operating system on the hard disk. And we'll see how it goes. I would really like to get this thing working. And if I do, I'm going to be getting one of those Pikachu things that looks like it's eating the apple eating Pikachu. Pop that in here. Shouldn't be too hard to do this. Okay, so it's been about 1 week since I last recorded anything, and I now have this cheap Chinese $14 eBay MagSafe 1 charger. So if I plug it into this computer, I press the power button and I hear one long beep, that means that there's a RAM issue. If it's detecting that there's a RAM issue, then that means the logic board is good. That's all I'm worried about is the logic board. Okay, so I got the charger plugged in. Now if I press the power button, now if I hear one long beep, that should mean that the logic board is not detecting RAM, or it's detecting a RAM fault, so let's see. Okay. That's good news so far, I believe. I'm going to see if I can swap out or if I can add some more 2 sticks of RAM, which I did pick up recently. And then, if we can get that file, like mystery file icon on the screen, that means I can install an OS on it. Let's see. So this right here is the RAM that I got off of Amazon. It's just 2 gigabyte sticks of RAM, totaling up to 4 gigs. And I did actually record this part late at night, which is why I'm voicing over for the audio. I didn't want to wake anybody up who was sleeping. Anyway, I stuck it in the computer, but while I was sticking it in, I didn't put it in firmly enough, and it kept giving me the same error. So a good tip when you decide to stick your own RAM in this computer, make sure you put it all the way in to the point where these gold pins aren't showing anymore. If the gold pins are still showing just like how they are right now, they're being put in incorrectly. The gold pins have to completely disappear underneath the little plastic pieces. And in the end, I did end up getting that mystery file icon I was looking for, but again, it was late at night and I didn't record it. Bootable flash drive with OS X 10.11 arrived in the mail. Now I've got that right there. I got this little SanDisk 240 gig SSD. It's going in this laptop. So without further ado, there we go. Pop that open right there. Put this little SSD in there. Power it on and see if it works. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, so the SanDisk SSD is in. Next step is to plug it in, get the keyboard hooked up to it, and hopefully have a OS X 10.11 El Capitan running 2007-8 MacBook Pro. Woohoo! Okay, so I have an external keyboard and mouse hooked up for obvious reasons, and a flash drive with the operating system is there, so let's put the power in and see what happens. Did I plug it in? No, I did not. Lights on. Let's do this. Lights on keyboard and mouse. Ooh, there's that Apple logo. You can see in the screen right here, there's some lines where the screen seems to be slightly damaged, but it's not that big a deal. I can live with that. This computer is maxed out on RAM. It has the full 4 gigabytes installed. So go to Disk Utility, select the disk that you want to format, which in my case is a SanDisk SSD. Click Erase. Gotta name the drive, which I will do with both hands. So one moment. Okay, so the hard drive is named Macintosh HD. The format is OS X Extended Journaled, and the scheme is Guide Partition Map. Once you have those settings there, you will. So once those settings are set, click Erase, and it's unmounting. It's creating it. Okay, process is done. Press done to continue. There we go. Now we go back to OS X installer. And we'll click continue right there. Agree. Same stuff as earlier. I get to click on the Macintosh HD right there. Now the installation process begins. About a second remaining. So it said about a second remaining for a while. Okay, I'm just going to take a moment to celebrate real quick.